Blackstone Audio presents So You Don't Get Lost in the Neighborhood, a novel by Patrick Modiano, translated by Ewan Cameron. This book is read by Bronson Pinchot. I cannot provide the reality of events. I can only convey their shadow. Stendhal. Almost nothing. Like an insect bite that initially strikes you as very slight. At least, that is what you tell yourself in a low voice, so as to reassure yourself. The telephone had rung at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at Jean Daragane's home, in the room that he called the study. He was dozing on the sofa at the far end, shielded from the sunlight, and these ringing sounds, which he had been unaccustomed to hearing for a long time, went on continuously. Why this insistence? Perhaps they had forgotten to ring off at the other end of the line. Finally he got to his feet and walked over to the area of the room near the windows, where the sun was beating down too strongly. "I should like to speak to Monsieur Jean Daragane." A dreary and threatening voice. That was his first impression. "Monsieur Daragane, can you hear me?" Daragane wanted to hang up. But what was the point? The ringing would start again without ever stopping, and, short of cutting the telephone cord permanently— "This is he." "It's about your address book, monsieur." He had lost it last month on a train that was taking him to the Côte d'Azur. Yes, it could only have been in this train. The address book had probably slipped from his coat pocket just as he was taking out his ticket to hand it to the collector. "I found an address book with your name on it." Written on the gray cover was, "If found, return this notebook to—" and one day, without thinking, Daragane had jotted down his name there, his address and his telephone number. "I'll bring it to your home, on whatever day and time would suit you." Yes, a dreary and threatening voice for sure, and even, Daragane thought, the tone of a blackmailer. "I'd prefer us to meet somewhere else." He had made an effort to overcome his uneasiness, but his voice, which he intended to sound detached, suddenly struck him as flat. "As you wish, monsieur." There was a silence. "That's a shame. I'm very close to where you live. I should have liked to hand it over to you personally." Daragane wondered whether the—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?